Thank you so much for joining in today. So, today we are going to talk about the holistic health, as this is a series that we have already done. So far we have done the yesterday session on the phytonutrients. So, today we are going to talk about the holistic health and also nutrition. So, because holistic health, because we are going to talk more on the, we are not only sticking for one pillar here. So, we are going to cover up all the four pillars. So let us understand what are all the four pillars and also why they are so important in the day-to-day life. So just give me a moment, I'll share the screen. I hope the screen is visible for you. So today we are going to talk about the holistic health and also nutrition. So before talking about this, we have to understand why it is so important in nowadays. So since we have understood about the yesterday part where the phytonutrient plays a very important role, especially in this lifestyle. So it is exactly like that. Having a holistic life, or we are actually either, so this also we can divide it in two parts. Here people might be actually doing a lot of fat diets, like, so it can be of any particular nutrient they'll be concentrating on, then they will be inculcating that in their daily life. Or else there is another category where the purpose, where all the people are actually going to include all the four pillars, or including a good lifestyle. So what are the changes they have made? So let us understand how can we do it. And also, first, let us understand what is this holistic health. So here comes that we have to understand before understanding the holistic health. So let us understand what is the meaning of the health. So health is a state of complete physical, mental, and also social well-being, and not merely the absence of a disease or infirmity. So basically, whenever we talk about health, so it is not only related to our physical thing; it is also for our mental health, and also for the social health as well. If we are active in the social, even in the society, or even we are actually happy through mentally, so even the physical activity. So everything matters when it comes to health. Even if a person does not actually have a problem with their if they don't have a problem with their physical part or even the mental part, so then that is what a health is actually called. So that is why even actually being happy is also one of the sign that you have to be healthy. So that is saying that you are actually healthy. So let us understand furthermore. So what we are going to understand on today's topic is, so we are going to understand what is the importance of the proper nutrition. Why do we need to understand about the nutrition? And also we are going to talk about the different habits that we are actually having, and how do we actually make some of the changes in that. And we can actually make some of the changes in our weight management because of the improvement in our health eating habits. And also how to develop a healthy lifestyle as well. So how to develop a healthy lifestyle, and also how to achieve a solid goals, which are actually there for a very longer time. So let us understand one by one. So understanding this is very much important, because we have to understand a basic knowledge about nutrition is actually very much helpful to inculcate in your life. So that is the one thing. And so let us understand what is it exactly we are talking about, the four pillars. So when it comes to the four pillars, so we are not only concentrating on one particular thing here. So when it comes to our health, so we are actually going to include all the four pillars. So for example, one is the, so main one main for the main thing is our nutrition. So which is a balanced nutrition. So to achieve the balanced nutrition is also very much important. So we usually say that, so we have heard a lot about what we eat, and it all comes from a very nutritious food. So once you start having a nutritious food, so that is when you can actually you can actually be healthy for a very long time. And also if you're losing on nutrition part, then all the things actually going to come down. So that is why in a lifestyle, in our entire lifestyle, optimal health, or a balanced in a optimal health or in a optimal health, So balanced nutrition is actually going to take a very huge part. So almost 80% of this will be on a nutrition. And then having a regular exercise. So physical activity, having a physical activity every day, at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour. So that would be actually helpful to keep you active and also to build up your muscles. And the next one is having a proper rest. So having a proper rest also very much important to rejuvenate your body for the next day. So that is also very much important, or else that might lead to other also many other problems as well. And also along with that, having a positive attitude, which is very much helpful for your mental health as well. So these are the four pillars we have to keep in mind to have or to achieve a holistic health. So today we are going to concentrate more on the nutrition part, because it also almost carries 80% in a optimal health. So if a person is actually having a nutrition deficiency, if a person is actually not eating a very healthy food, so what are the signs that they will see? So just you can actually make some of the you can relate to this also. So if you have a sleep issue, if you're facing a sleep problems, if you can't sleep at a proper time, if you're sleeping late night and also getting up late, so that is also one of the symptom. And also you always feel lethargic and also don't feel like doing anything in a day, so that is also one of the reason. And also if you have a poor skin condition, if your skin has a lot of problem, even if you just eat something, so that is actually creating some of the pimples on your face, or even so if it is actually getting so you that can even get paler as well. So that is also one of the reason. And also infections, if you are prone to all these problems like cough, cold, and also having a fever more often, and also it will take a lot of time to get out of it. So that is also one of the reason. And also you always feel low in your mood. So even if you do anything, so you don't feel like doing, even if you do it, you are not going to give that 100%. So that is also one of the reason. And also having a poor digestion. So if you have a very poor digestion, then whatever you eat, even if it is a nutritious food, so that is actually not going to get absorbed in your body. So that is why taking care of our digestion part, since we have understood that we are what we eat. So we are what we eat, because so that actually starts from our digestion only. So once the digestion is completely healthy, so then actually it is going to make a lot of changes in your uh, in your body. And also if you have a lot of stress as well, so either it might be your work, or even if it is personal, so that is actually killing you. So maybe so all the energy which actually is there in your body, so that is actually sucked in your brain. So that will be actually so whatever the energy is there, so that is only taking a lot of energy, which is actually leading you to the lethargy. So that is also one of the reason. And also your brain does not function well. So it will take a lot of time to grab anything, or even to grasp anything once you start looking at it, because you always think about something else. And also sometimes you might even lose concentration as well. So it is actually going to affect your cognitive health, that is our mental health as well. And also a reduced recovery. So even if you feel infected, or if you have any other diseases also, it will take a lot of time to come out, or else to recover from that thing. And also it is actually recurring, so that problem will also be recurring as well. So these are the signs. And also most of the signs we have actually seen, a person will be feeling lethargic, or even feeling low mood, and also don't feel like doing anything. And also they'll be having a lot of acidity and also indigestion problem most of the time. And because of that, they are not even sleeping properly, so increased in stress. So most of them are very much relatable nowadays. So what is the best solution for it? It's nothing but the nutrition. So nutrition is one of the major thing here. So today we are going to understand a little bit about the nutrition part, which is actually very helpful for the past coming days as well. So when it comes to the nutrition, so nutrition so we usually divide it into two parts. So nutrients, so we have the nutrients, so whatever the food that we are eating, so that gives you the nutrients. So these nutrients are nothing but these are going to make our health proper and also better every day. So these are actually called as nutrients, whereas this is divided into two parts. One is a micronutrient and the one and another one is macronutrient. So the name only says that micronutrient and also macronutrient. So macronutrients are something that we need it in a greater amount every day. And also micronutrients, we need them but in a smaller quantity. So those are the micro and macronutrients. So when it comes to micro and macronutrients, first let us understand about the macronutrients. So macronutrients are the major carbohydrates and fats, and so we have carbohydrates, protein, fat. So these are the three main things that we are actually going to understand today. So these carbohydrates are actually, so most of you might have understood that I'm actually low on carbs, and also I'm not even consuming much of fat, so I'm always on my protein. So this is what we will be hearing. But the thing is, so having a balanced diet is also very much important. So first, so carbohydrates are the main source of the energy. So if I'm talking here, and also if you're listening to me, so and also if you're seeing the screen, so that all depends on the energy that we have. So that energy we are getting it from majorly from the carbohydrates that you have had. It might be a rice or even chapati or anything majorly in your plate. So that is the carbohydrates which are very much necessary. So and also so we are choosing, so since it was a very much necessary for our body, so what we are doing right now is we are actually overloading that in our body. So since we like it, so we always eat on it. So and so we have to understand. So that is why nowadays people are actually completely cut it. They are actually completely cutting the carbs. So because they are thinking that it is actually not good for our health. But there are many options as well. So we have a different types here. So one we speak about the refined carbohydrates, and also one is the complex carbohydrates, which we usually get it from the whole grains and also millets and all. So as a good carbs, you can even go with the vegetables and some of the seeds and also fruits and nuts and also whole grains and beans. So these are the basic good carbs that we actually have to include because it has many benefits as well. It's going to actually improve your gut, and also it is going to improve your mood as well. So these are actually something which is going to improve your mood as well. And when it comes to the bad carbs, so they are actually very much so they will make you they will be very tempting as well. So that is only for a couple of times. So that will be actually good only when you have it, and the next moment that is a very much so that is a burden on your body. So that is when our pancreas have to work a lot, and also that is when insulin has to work a lot. Sometimes they will be fed up. Because of that only we will be having a lot of lifestyle diseases. So including, if you're including more of this white bread and also sugary cereals, sodas, drinks, and also candies and also cookies every day, and also if you are more on your, so when it comes to your plate also, if you are having more of the carbohydrates as well, so that is also not a good sign. So that is why keep changing it, keep including most of this millets and all. Sometimes you can go with the wheat, and sometimes you both go with the ragi. So have a different options as well. So this is about the carbohydrate, so that this is the main source of the energy as well. So this was about the carbohydrates, but when it comes to the awareness about the next one, that is on protein. So we know how much protein is very much, how protein is so important for us. But in the present generation, in the present presently we don't, in all over India, only 25% people only know about the protein, and also it's important. It is like only 12%, even if they know also, so only 12% consume the protein as per their weight requirement as well. And also 88% are actually lower on their protein intake. That is why we are seeing most of the problems right now, that is on obesity and also PCOD, PCOS, or even cardiovascular diseases also. So all these are actually coming from not consuming a proper amount of protein. So that is the one thing. And also let us and also India is a country where most of the vegetarians are there. So because of that, so even we will be getting we are not getting a proper or complete protein for our body just with the just with the normal food that we're intaking. So so that is why that is also one of the reason. And also 85% of non-vegetarian also are protein deficient now. So that is why protein is actually that is why we are seeing most of the problems now. And also let us understand protein, what it is, and also how is it, how important it is. So protein is a word. So actually it is defined from the Greek word that is called proteus. So that is actually a meaning of prime importance. So that the meaning of the protein is nothing but the prime importance. So that is a major adequate supply which is very much needed for our body. So basically, when it comes to the protein, so we usually divide it into two types. So one is essential. So one is so it is actually broken down into a amino acids form in our body. So that is why we always tell that essential amino acids and also non-essential amino acids. So usually essential amino acids are something that we actually can't, our body cannot produce it. That is why we need it in from the dietary source. That is what we call it as essential amino acids. When it comes to non-essential amino acids, they are already present in our body, so they need to be interlocked. So they act as a T. So they act as a lock and key. So the locks are there. Sometimes we need the key. That is why we need the essential amino acids. So these essential amino acids will be coming from the protein. So let us understand how much of protein a person should take every day. So when it comes to the normal person, so 0.8 grams of protein per kg per day is very much required. So if a person is around 50 or 55 kgs, 55 kgs for example, so at least 50 grams to 55 grams of protein is very much necessary for a adult who is actually having a normal physical activity. So if a person is actually into sports, into endurance, or if they are gymming every day, so they need almost 1.4 grams per kg per day. And if they are into completely, totally, they are active from the morning till the night because of the strength training and also sports and all. So they need almost 2 grams of protein per kg per day. So this is a requirement, normal requirement of of protein for a person. So this is so that is why protein is very much necessary. If a protein is not consumed every day, so what happens? So before that, we have to understand how is protein actually going to work in our body. So protein in our body, it is necessary for the entire body. So from head to toe, it is very much necessary because protein is actually called as the so it is actually called as the building blocks of the energy. So it building blocks of the body, which means so how we saw how all the blocks are very much necessary for building up. So building up. So anything which is for any building. So it is exactly like that. So protein is like a brick for us. So that is why including protein every day is very much necessary. So let us understand. So from head to toe. So when it comes to the brain, so protein makes up most of the neurotransmitters. So neurotransmitters are something which is going to make all the communication between your body, from pumping your heart, or even sending anything to the sending from the gut to your brain, or even from gut to all the parts of the body to increase the nutrient part. So everything will be taken care from the brain only. It is like a manager for us, where everything should be gone from this communication. And that is why also to make that protein is very much necessary. It is going to make up all the neurotransmitters. So it is like a messenger. So that is why protein is important for this. So when it comes to the muscles, so muscles is the key for the growth and also repair of the muscles and after this physical activity. So muscles is for the muscles, even the protein is very much required. So even to burn the fat also protein is very much required. So once we are not intaking proper amount of protein, so that is where the so the bad fat will come and then it gets stored. So to remove that, even the protein is very much necessary. And also immune system. So immune system is something, because of that only we'll be getting most of the diseases if it is not proper, if it is not maintained properly, if we are actually low on the immune system. So antibodies cannot produce much of the, so then they can't be fighting against all the bacteria once the bacteria enter to our body. So that is why immune system, to maintain the immune system also, protein antibodies are proteins that will actually protect our body from all the bacteria and also viruses. And also when it comes to hair and skin and nails, even keratin is very much necessary. It is one of the type of protein which provides a very good structure for your hair and skin, very good texture for your skin also, and also you'll get a very good nails as well, proper healthy nails as well. And blood also very much required. So in the blood we have the hemoglobin, which is actually a protein, so which carries the oxygen to our body's tissue as well. So that is why, so even this in this part protein plays a very important role. So hormones also, a person who actually have so they have a, so the hormone secretion is not happening properly. So protein helps to most of the body's hormones. So it can be thyroid, or it can be any other hormones, even for the happy hormones as well, serotonin, and also so insulin as well, and also so any hormone, so that is actually secreted once we have actually once we are actually including the protein in it. And then tendons and ligaments, and also tendons, bones, and ligaments, which is going to give us proper structure of our body. So elastin and also collagen is one of the type again here. So they are giving much strength for our bones as well. So all this protein, so where are we actually getting it from? So we can get it from the soya, lentils, black gram, and also tofu, peanut, quinoa, almonds, rajma, paneer, and also many other as well. So actually including this every day is actually very much, so it is very much available as well in our in all the markets and all. But still, so we are not consuming it every day. So maybe we might be consuming paneer or soya every day, but no, but all the sources he mentioned here might be a little bit difficult because of the, so it might be because of the someone's choice as well, or sometimes we always forget to actually include it. So that is also one of the reason. So yeah, so that was about the paneer. That is why. So that was about the protein. So let us include more of this protein sources every day. So just give me a second. So this was about the protein. So that's why protein is very much necessary for our body. So we'll be getting most of the sources from meat as well. So that is actually going to give you a complete protein as well. So which includes all the essential amino acids in it. So moving on. So let us understand about the next macro, that is about the fat. So when it comes to the calorie distribution in our macronutrients, basically 1 gram of your so carbohydrates will give you 4 calories, and even protein also will give you 4 calories. And when it comes to the fat, so it is going to give you 9 calories. So maybe that might be a reason that we are actually don't feel hungry also. So that is the main reason that we are not going to feel hungry. So whenever we are actually having something fatty food, so we don't feel hungry as well. So that is the main reason. And here, so we always think that fat is something which is not good for our health. So, but we have a different, but the opinion is actually completely wrong, because we have to choose which fat is actually good for us. So, it is always, and so that is why we have to understand the difference between good fat and also bad fat. So, usually, what we have to include, what we have to include every day. So including something, so unsaturated fat. So for example, olive oil or even avocados, which are actually low in bad cholesterol. So that they are actually bad. So they are low in bad cholesterol as well. and also they will actually improve your good cholesterol levels as well. So that is why even the heart risk will be very much lesser in this. And even polyunsaturated fats like so salmon, tuna, and also mackerel, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts, and along with that for the omega 6, so linoleic acid, so we usually can go with the nuts, seeds, and also vegetable oils as well. So these actually have a very, so they actually combine, and also they actually have a lot of function in our body, even in our bones as well, even in our hormones as well. So this is very much required for our body as well. So once it is actually taken more, so once you're consuming it in a increased quantity, so that is when it is going to affect our body. And also, if you are going to choose for more of the saturated fats, so usually saturated fats is something they will be so it will in the room temperature also. Once you heat it, then they will become oily, or else in the room temperature, so they will be actually a little bit harder as well. So red meat and also dairy products that contains this invisible fat. So usually, so even the coconut oil as well. So these are actually saturated fat, but these can be used in a very minimal amount. So for example, even the coconut oil or even the dairy products, so they can be used in a very minimal amount. So when it comes to the last one, so this is actually going to raise both the LDL and also HDL level. That is why we say this can be consumed in a moderate level. So this has a both pros and also cons, which might increase the cholesterol level if it is taken in more amount. So that is why controlling it is very much necessary. And also when it comes to the trans fat, so we usually see in all this vegetable oil and also hydrogenated and also margarine. So usually this does not contain much of good fat here. So this is very much low in good fat. That is why this is not healthy. This is not recommended to consume every day. So this might increase the this might increase this problems like stroke, even a heart disease, and also diabetes as well. So yeah. So what are the questions are there? So we will be taking it in last. So yeah. So next. So since we have understood until here about the major macronutrients, that is carbohydrates and also protein and also fat. So when the next one would be the micronutrients. So when it comes to micronutrients, it includes all the vitamins and also minerals. So for example, vitamin A, vitamin B, and also vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E. And when it comes to the common minerals, so they are calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, selenium, potassium, zinc, and also manganese, and also iodine. So these are the basic. So these are the main vitamins and also minerals which our body needs every day. So we need also we have this. So we have the RDA, that is called as recommended dietary allowance. So the recommended dietary allowance is nothing but so whatever the nutrients are there, so that has to meet. So that has to be taken every day in a certain amount. So that is why so usually that says that including all the nutrients every day is very much necessary, but we are actually not including most of the vitamins. We are not including all the foods. If you want to include all the vitamins and also minerals, so we have to include all the five food groups. For example, cereals and millets, and also grains and legumes, and vegetables and white, and also green leafy vegetables, and also dairy products as well. So if we are including everything, but still we are lacking because of the type of food that we are getting locally, or even the type how they have built, how they have actually grown it. So we don't have that much idea about that. So that also might be a reason, and also the absorption power of our body can also be reduced because of that, and also many other reasons are there as well. So while cooking, also we might not know that so vitamins, all the vitamins can get reduced because of the cooking method also. So that also one of the reason. So let us understand how much these are important in our body. So when it comes to vitamin A, this is very much necessary for our immune system, and also for our eyes as well, eye health, and also many other like musculoskeletal health as well. Usually we'll be seeing that in the carrots and also or red colored food, orange colored food. So and also vitamin B's, that is B vitamins are very much necessary for our energy distribution in our body. So once the energy is there, so whenever we have consume food, that has to convert into energy form, that will be actually possible by the B vitamins only. So we have vitamin B1, B2, B3, and also B5, B6, B7, B9, B12. So, and also these are actually very much necessary for our liver function, also memories, nerve function, and also we usually get it from avocados, asparagus, and also eggs, and also almonds, black beans, mushrooms. So most of the time, this is again found in the non-veg sources as well. And when it comes to vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, so this is actually considered as antioxidant, and which is very much good for the inflammation in our body. So it is going to reduce the inflammation in our body, that makes our body more healthier as well. And also vitamin D, which is so usually we will be getting it from the sunlight only majorly. So other than that, so we'll be seeing that in our in salmon also, some of the vegetables also, and green leafy vegetables also. And the last one is vitamin E. So that is also one of the antioxidant, which is very much necessary for your skin and also for your hormones as well. So even it is very much good for your cognitive health as well. So that was the vitamins. So when it comes to vitamins, so we usually divide it in two types. So one is water soluble vitamins, and also one more is fat soluble vitamins. So these vitamins, fat soluble vitamins are more soluble in the fat. So whenever you're consuming vitamin A, D, E, so usually that has to be consumed with the good fat. So when it comes to vitamin B's, and also vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin E, so these actually can be consumed with a water soluble fruits as well. So that can be done like that. So that is the common vitamins, and also vitamins. And when it comes to minerals, so calcium is one of the major mineral which is required for our bone formation and also brain formation as well. And even magnesium, phosphorus, selenium, so they will be helping in our bone formation. Not only that, so they are very much responsible for our energy boosting, or even if a person has so if they have any muscle cramps as well, so even it is very much good for our heart as well. And also phosphorus, it is majorly it is going to improve in the energy metabolism again. And also it is usually found in the pumpkin, or even some we will be seeing this in most of the fruits as well. And selenium, so it is also one of the antioxidant, and also it is anti-inflammatory. So this mineral is very much essential for the weight management as well. And when it comes to the potassium, it is going to balance the fluids in our body. So sometimes we might be low on the water. That's why our body will be not actually. So that might increase the level of inflammation as well. And so that's why potassium is very much necessary to maintain the fluid levels in our body. And also kidney function is so for the kidney function, potassium is very much necessary. So, and zinc, when it comes to zinc, it is actually it has the anti-cancer properties, and also it is going to promote heart health, and also it is also a immune booster as well. So that is why, so whenever we are taking vitamin C, so zinc is very much must and should to be included to maintain our immune system. And also manganese, one of the antioxidants again, so reducing in inflammation. And so it is actually good for our lungs and also bone health. And iodine, which is responsible for the thyroid function. So that is why including that is actually having a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, and also anti-cancer benefits as well. So usually we will be seeing most of them in the seafoods only. So, along with that, not only nutrition part, so even water consumption is one of the very much necessary thing. So, if a person is actually including all the nutrients, but still they are not drinking water according to their body weight, so that is also one of the reason. where they might be losing on most of the things. So, for example, so almost everyone knows that our body is most of the body, our body 80% is almost our body is made up of water. So that is why, including water every day is very much necessary to transfer all the nutrients in our body to different parts. So that is one of the reason. So that is why including water is very much necessary. So it is there is a chart here. So that might be helpful for you to consume it every day to reduce any type of inflammation also, and also maybe digestion also, to for your skin also it is very much necessary. And also, other than this, what might be the important thing to actually include it in our for a healthy living or the holistic living is having a mindful eating. So most of us are actually not eating mindfully. So mindfully eating is not sitting in front of a TV or watching something which we like and then eating the food which we are not noticing. Because of that, we are not noticing what we are having, and also we achieve it very faster as well. So, actually, studies have shown that including having a mindful eating and also chewing it slowly, at least take at least 20 minutes of your time to actually eat the food to have a better gut health. So, this is actually going to save a lot of gut problems. And so, whenever you're eating, so please notice your plate. What do you have in your plate, and what actually you are eating, and how do you feel about it? So that is one of the reason. And also, whenever you're eating fastly, that is actually going to make you full very easily. So that is why take your own time and then eat, and also do avoid any type of distractions while you are having your food. So try to concentrate on your food and then you can actually eat it. So this is actually one of the very important habit right now, because in this we are in this life we are actually not getting proper time to even eat as well. So even if we eat, we just grab something and then we'll be eating while going, while walking, or sometimes we'll be eating so whenever we are actually getting a little, even 10 minutes as well. So that's why eating mindfully is very much necessary. At least eating mindfully at least a day is very much necessary. It is one of the therapy as well. So it is actually one of the therapy to maintain your body healthy. So that's why don't forget to eat it very slow and also very mindfully as well. And also, there are some of the five simple steps to improve your gut. This also comes under the holistic health only. So, including more of the probiotics like yogurt and also fermented foods, which to improve your gut. And also try having a variety of fruits, a variety of foods, different colors of food to get all the essential phytonutrients. So, and also try to include more of the fiber as well to maintain your to improve the absorption of your body. And then we have also have a portion size as well. So if you are maintaining a proper portion size according to your body, so that is actually very much necessary to maintain the your maintain your weight as well. So main thing is consuming the fiber rich foods is very much necessary, and also including the physical activity. So we are discussing that 80% of our holistic health is dependent on the nutrition. So and the next 20% is our physical activity. Next 20% is the exercise, and also having a lot of rest as well. So when it comes to physical activity, so this is going to improve our mental health and also performance, and also we are going to there are some of our stress will be released because of the exercise we do. And also it releases an important mood enhancing hormone called as endorphin, which is going to make us feel better as well. So even it is going to strengthen our muscles and also bone, and which is will actually going to increase the energy levels. And also it will be keeping our weight also in check. So, and along with that, having a proper rest is very much important, because it is the time where our body will take a lot time to grow and also to rejuvenate our body. So here, this is actually actually have a lot of health benefits as well. So the main thing is it is going to boost your physical immune system. So this releases whenever you sleep. There is there is antibodies called as cytokines, which is actually going to helpful to cut down on all the bacteria and also all the viruses. So that is one of the thing. And mental health also, that would be actually keep, that will actually keep your mental health as well very calm, and also longer lifespan, and also boost your fertility as well, prevents weight, so it is going to make your weight, so weight can also be managed with this. And it is going to improve your improve your health as well. It is going to improve your cognitive health as well, and reduces the inflammation, and also main thing, it is going to make our skin glow. So that is why an adult on an average they require 7 to 9 hours of 9 hours of sleep. And so there is a chart here also how many hours of sleep is very much required for the different age groups. So that can be included. And so that is why whenever you're sleeping also, so there are certain rules. So try to keep all the electronic devices outside of your room only. So to have all the, so if you're having a lot of distractions, it will be difficult for you to so sleep. So that is why have a good ventilation and comfort temperature, and no gadget, no alcohol, no coffee during sleeping. And so whenever it's the time to sleep, and turn off the light, have a bed routine, and then have a very good sleep as well. So try to make your room as comfortable as possible, and then try to avoid all the sounds as well, noise as well. So that would be actually very much helpful. And if you have a long term stress also, so that is going to make our body weak as well. That is going to suck off all the energy, which will make our life also very lethargic as well. So that is why avoiding, so even they might be actually going under any so that might lead to headaches, depression, or anxiety. And we might be forgetting most of the things as well. So that because of the inflammation, and also we might get a lot of pimples, acne on our face, and then muscle sore can happen. And also, so you'll be having a lot of cold cough most of the time. And even there will be a rise in BP also, and also that might increase the heart problems as well. And then even because of the stress, you might gain a lot of fat percentage as well in our body. And you will be having a lot of gut issues as well. And so you'll be having a lot of sexual problems as well. So that is why even cutting down on the stress is very much necessary. So what you can do is connect to your favorite people, and also try to worry less, and also have a hobby whenever you feel tired, or whenever you feel so sad. So try to have a hobby which will so try to go with your friends, and also try to spend most of the time outside, and rather than staying in your home. And then eat something that is going to make you feel better. So like you have fruits that is actually going to improve your mood as well. They are good food, good foods. So good mood foods actually. So that can be included. And then try learning something new. And also, so whatever it is there, so try to don't stress it on your mind so much. And then so have a proper sleep as well. Because of that, so many times we don't even feel like sleeping. So that is why, so have very less, and also try to do some of the breathing exercise, and also meditation to improve your mental health. So that can be included. And then so positive thinking is very much important. So once you think about that, so that is going to, so you'll be having some beliefs, and then the feelings, and then the action. So you can't live a positive life with a negative mind. So we will be, most of the time we'll be having this negative thoughts. So along with that, we should not forget about the supplementation. That is one of the main thing, because we are not getting everything from the food. So that is why including the nutrition is also very much important. So that is why we are going to include all plant protein powder to meet our daily protein requirement, and also fat requirement, and also all the multivitamin requirements as well. So these foundation products are actually very much helpful to maintain a proper health. And also we have CalMACD and also fiber to improve our absorption levels, and also CalMACD for the bones, and also that also contains most of the minerals as well. So that can be included. So with that, so thank you so much, everyone. So any questions so far can be taken?
Thank you, Navya. Thank you so much for addressing the importance of all these things. So, team, if you have any questions, please post your questions in the chat box.
So
And
there,
also a very gentle reminder to all of you, tomorrow 7:30 p.m. we have an expert speaker program that will be coming up. So please do send this information to all your team members out there. So the information will be passed on WhatsApp as well as Telegram. So you can share the meeting invite to your groups and broadcast list. Yes, over to you, Navya.
yeah. So there's one question in the chat box: is ghee good to have daily? So definitely you can include 1 spoon of ghee every day, at least for one meal, will be very much helpful. So there's one more question: usually growing by the age, digestion power also decreases. So, yes, it is true. Even the digestion power, not only digestion, even our metabolism can, because of the metabolism, even our digestion can be decreased. So we cannot do it. We cannot do anything, and also we don't have a particular food. Also, we don't have a particular diet or food for it. So what? So what we can do is, we can actually maintain a proper holistic like lifestyle. So for example, having at least 1 hour of physical activity and having 3 times a day, and also controlling on the portions. So that is actually that means you are actually grounding it from the foundation, so from a very beginning. So that actually going to improve our metabolism as well. That does not give much of any difference on our on the age as well. So that's why keep engaging yourself in all the activities, and also be active most of the time. So main important thing is including yourself in most of the physical activities. So that would be the answer. And also till 30 you will be having a lot of energy as well. So after 30, so try to be active after 30. So that is when you will be seeing most of the problems. Most of the nutrient absorption can be reduced after 30. That is why keep yourself very engaging, and also be active all the so be active until so whenever you feel you whenever you feel like lethargic, so go for a physical activity, go for a walk. So that is the that is what you can actually do. And also having a good practice as well, good food practice as well. So that will be actually very much helpful. And there's one more question. Can I replace fiber with AVH? Definitely you can. We don't suggest to replace any supplement. So fiber is something that is a foundation product. So even with using the fiber, you can go with the AVH as well. That is not a problem. So definitely continue with the fiber, and also you can go with the AVH also. No problem. So fiber, we have the fiber requirement in our day. So almost 40 grams of fiber is what we need per day. So that is why we are actually using fiber every day. At least almost 10 grams of fiber you'll be getting from the supplement, and along with the food also. So you'll be getting. So that is why fiber is very much necessary. So don't miss out on fiber.
Yeah. So no questions in my chat box also, Navya.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're done with all the.
Yes. Yes. No
So, team,
questions.
once again, thank you so much for being listening to us patiently. And as I said, please do send a reminder to all your team members for tomorrow's session. And the session is going to be at 7:30 p.m., not 6 p.m. So it is going to be at 7:30 p.m. So please do block your calendars and looking forward. Have a great day, all. Thank you so much, Navya. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.